rock and roll. You're listening to the Holy Joe Rock and Roll Show. It's not just rock and roll, it's Holy Joe Rock and Roll. You're listening to the Holy Joe Rock and Roll Show. It's not just rock and roll, it's Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Testing. 1, 2. Testing. Okay. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. I guess I've been chatting for a minute. Let me start over. This is Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Welcome to the Man Cave. Today I want to talk to you about the Independence March in Poland that happened 1 month ago. 1 month and 1 day. Okay? And some people have asked me to do a report on this, and they were asking why haven't I done a report on this. And the truth is, I've been busy. I've been busy trying to get paid because I got 6 kids to feed. All right? Now, you remember from Total Recall, Benny said, man, I got 5 kids to feed. And then later on, he said, man, I got 4 kids to feed. And Schwarzenegger said, what happened to number 5? And he said, oh, man, I ain't got no kids. I ain't even married. Well, that's not me. I'm married. I got 6 kids to feed, okay? So I've been busy on that. But anyhow, to the point, what's been happening? Okay, so a month ago, November the 11th, it's Polish Independence Day. It's just like 4th of July, Independence Day for the United States, okay? Now, I waited this long because I want to do more research, because a lot of the reports coming from the lamestream media, the fake-ass media, the Jewish-controlled media, the Zionist-controlled media, said that there were 60,000 right-wing extremists demonstrating in Poland. Now, first of all, that number's off. I used to live in Warsaw. I've seen some of the marches, and certainly that was a hell of a lot more than 60,000 people, okay? A lot more than 60,000 people were marching. That's number one. So right there was fake news, okay? The second thing is, right-wing extremists. If you are in America and you go to a 4th of July party or you go to a 4th of July parade, are you a right-wing extremist because you're patriotic and you want to celebrate the 4th of July? Of course not. Of course not. These are just normal Polish people. And not only Polish people, or let's say ethnically Polish people, or people who were, let's say their parents were Polish. I also saw brown and black people marching with the Polish people. So most likely they are either residents of Poland or people who live here in Poland that have become part of the Polish family, if you want to say, part of the Polish culture. They've embraced the Polish culture, as I have. The reason why I love Poland is because I want to live in Poland. I want Poland to be Poland. I want Poland to be Polish. I don't want Poland to be Bangladesh. I don't want Poland to be Syria. I want Poland to be Poland. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that. There should be nothing wrong with wanting that. So I want America to be American. I want Germany to be Germany. I want, Jesus, man, I lived in Germany for over 10 years. You go back there and it's not the same place anymore. Now, maybe we can't change that, but we can certainly put the brakes on that. Not me. German people are going to have to take responsibility to do that. So, I was looking for video footage, actual recordings of right-wing extremists, and I couldn't find anything. And I've been looking for over a month. I certainly found plenty of reports that said there were right-wing extremists. I certainly saw many reports that so-called protesters were chanting, I don't know, either blood and soil or death to the Jews or no Jews and no Muslims. I couldn't find any actual footage. So if anybody actually has footage they want to share, just put it in the description box so we can review it and we can talk about it. And I can revise this. All right? So far I haven't found any of that information. I haven't found any of that evidence. I've only found reports. Now, the most reliable report that I have found, eyewitness report, was that there was over 100,000 people at this parade, and maybe 500 people were what you might call right-wing or extremist. Okay? Maybe 500 out of more than 100,000 people. So to characterize the entire march as right-wing or extremist is just nonsense, and it's fake news. And this is why you cannot trust the mainstream media, because they're continuing to lie to you. And for my American friends who are not here and are dependent upon mainstream media for the source of information, you can take it from me that it's all bullshit. And who benefits? Who benefits? Okay, first of all, you know that Poland is a lead member of the V4, the Visegrad 4, the 4 countries, that's Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, and Slovakia, that have said, hell no, we're not taking in any Muslim refugees. Because, why? Logic, common sense. They don't integrate into our societies. They refuse to integrate into our societies. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying the majority refuse to integrate into Western societies. They have values that are counter to Christian values. They are violent. I mean, 99% of the violence in Europe and in America, terrorism violence, is Islamic. Okay? So remove the Islamists and you remove the violence. You remove the Islamic violence. You can't see me. You can see me blurry, right? I can see me, but I'm blurry also. It's because of this camera. I don't know what's wrong with this. This is a high definition camera. I've done some videos where it is super sharp and it's coming in high definition. I don't know if the software is somehow downgrading the image. I don't know. I got to do some work on it, because the first time I plugged it in, it was high definition. I said, perfect, this is what it's supposed to be. Anyhow, there's a technical difficulty. I got to deal with it. I only had 7 minutes before the broadcast kicked off to really get everything set up. The other thing is Poland and Europe. Look, this is a pork countries. Pork, P-O-R-K, pig, oink, oink. And you try to take away my BLT, and I'll be violent. That I can tell you. Turkey bacon is okay, but it's not the same thing. Okay, it's not the same. All right, we want to talk about halal laws versus kosher laws. This is one thing. Quick aside, man. Oh, man, that is bad. Bad timing. A work call coming in, but I can't take this call. I'm going to have to... Damn, I can't take this call, man. I don't know how long it's going to ring, but it might ring back again. Anyhow, the main point is there were no, for the most part, right-wing extremists at this march. There were patriotic Polish people who were who were just demonstrating out in the streets peacefully, celebrating their independence. Okay, now By the way, next year is the 100th anniversary of Polish independence. And if you have a couple $1,000s saved up, or you have time now to save up a couple $1,000, $2,000 is what I'm saying is budget for a flight to Poland, hotel room, and eats and treats to come here next November to be at this historic demonstration, not really protest, but march, okay, celebration of the 100th anniversary of Polish independence. Now, the third thing that I want to talk about regarding this march is, as you can see, the Polish people in general, they're super sweet, they're super nice, they're super kind, they're really open in general, right? And they actually welcome foreigners if you're willing to welcome, or you're willing to integrate into Poland, right? I was embraced by Polish people, didn't even know me, but they could recognize that I'm here because I love this country. This is an amazing place, and I want to be part of it, and I want to contribute to the society. Okay, so they've been super nice and super pleasant, and for the most part, okay, except for that one douche who punched me in the eye because supposedly I touched the wrong girl at that club. But that's in another video you saw back then, where it was like, when shit goes bad in Krakow, whatever, shit that goes bad in Poland, one of the 3 videos, okay? Other than that, you know, okay, there was 3 videos about when shit goes bad in Poland, but you can watch those videos separately. Anyhow, other than that, been a pretty much awesome time here, okay? Pretty much an awesome time here. But the point is that Polish people, as kind as they are and as really open as they are, can really give a rat's ass if you think that they're racist, or if you think that they're right-wing extremists, or if you think that, that's on you. That's not on us. That's not on them. That's not on us. Okay? I speak as us, as being part of this society now. I've been here over 10 years. Legally. I've been here legally over 10 years. I've been here longer if you want to include I was here legally, but I wasn't registered, let's say. But I was here legally for a few extra years, okay? And so those are 3 things, man. I didn't find any right-wing extremists. This is proud people who want to celebrate their independence. If you don't like that, they don't give a rat's ass, so F you. That's awesome. And the 4th thing, I want to add the 4th thing. The 4th thing is, if people, and I'm saying Jews and Muslims, who don't want to integrate into Poland, or have bad feelings towards Poland, or want to do harm to Poland, if the Jewish-controlled media convinces you that Poland is a racist, white supremacist country, and these people are all Nazis, if that keeps you out of the country, that's a great thing. I remember seeing a graffiti in Lublin, and I can't remember what it said in Polish, how it's said in Polish. Somebody can maybe put it down in the comments below. But it said, "It is better that they fear us than, it's better that they hate us and fear us than to lie. Oh, it's better that they fear us than they hate us," or something like that. I don't know. Do you guys know is this a Polish idiom, or maybe it's a hooligan idiom, something like that? But I remember seeing it. Say, what does that say? What does that mean? And some of my Polish friends told me, and I wrote it down in this little black book that I have. It's over there, actually. But I'm not going to get it. But, yeah, something like, it's better that they fear us than to like us, or maybe better that they fear us than that they hate us, or something like that. Whatever it was. The point is, you know what? If you don't like us, you fear us, great. You get the fuck out. Don't even come here. Leave us alone. Because this is a great place. Now, that's not to say that Poland is going to remain static, that it's not going to change, it's not going to evolve, it's not going to get better. It's constantly getting better, and I'm all for getting better as long as it's an organic evolution, which for the most part it seems to be more or less an organic evolution. As for an example, you don't find a Starbucks on every freaking corner. Now, you might find a bank on every corner. What does that say about how poor people are here? You might find a bank on every corner, right? But you're not going to find a Starbucks in every corner. Now, in certain places, you're finding a lot of trendy, whatever the trend is, let's say in the UK or in the United States, it takes a couple of years usually, but then you'll see that trend happen here. So what I've seen lately in Krakow especially is a lot of these little coffee, coffee shops, kind of like a ripoff of Starbucks, but even not that, just mom and pop type coffee joints, okay, popping up. And little bistro type restaurants, right, popping up. So, and burger joints, like independent burger joints. So not the big chains. And that was a trend a few years back in the US, okay? So what got cut off in the beginning is people were asking, like, why am I commenting on the US so much when I live in Poland? And the only comment I have on that is, look, as an outside observer, now that I'm outside the US, I'm not bombarded by the mainstream media. I'm able to sort of more selectively look at what's going on, and maybe more, as an outsider, kind of see what exactly is happening, maybe less emotionally. I'm able to see that there are good things happening, that President Trump is trying to make America great again. And hey, look at your stock market. Did you get out of the stock market because the boom, doom, and gloom guys said that there was going to be a crash? Maybe there was going to be a crash if the policies of Obama continued. But right now we're seeing an America First policy, a policy that's putting Americans first. And if you got anything in the stock market, it's up for the most part. Hopefully you got that S&P index fund as your base, right? Your first investment, your first $5,000 or $10,000 should be going there. And then from there you can selectively pick stocks. Whatever. I'm not here to give you financial advice on this episode. I'm here to point out that America's getting better. And if America is better, it's also good for Poland. There's so many Polish people, Polish families that have an American relative. And yeah, I know I'm out of focus, man. I can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. It could be the lighting. I got to double check this. But I think that for some reason the resolution of the camera has kicked itself down, and it's not supposed to do that. This is a high definition camera. You can do like almost 2,000 by 1,500 pixels, and I mean this broadcast is 720p, so it's 1280 by 720, and it should be a lot stronger. Yeah, maybe some super S on the lens. Texas Rancher, what's up, man? That's hilarious. 2 points, man. 2 points for that. That's a good one. Yeah, it was a reference to one of my songs, Super Sperm, on the new album, available at holyjoe.bandcamp.com. It's called Smoke and Mirrors, and right now there's 8 tracks on there. The latest track is Make America Great Again, Not Tired of Winning, and I'll play that as we leave this broadcast. So, for my Polish friends who wanted me to do something on the Independence Day March, this is that broadcast, okay? This is that video. I watched as much video as I could from people who were actually there, both Polish and also foreigners that were filming the actual event, looking for right-wing extremists, looking for right-wing agitators, looking for Nazis, okay? Now, number one, to call Polish people Nazis is ironic, and it's moronic. Ironic and moronic, because anybody who knows history knows that the Polish people suffered the most at the hands of not only the Nazis, but also the Russians, okay? The Germans and the Russians. They suffered the absolute most. Think about it, okay? They were the first country to be invaded by Hitler and then by Stalin 6 weeks later, and that was part of the pact, okay? This Ribbentrop-Molotov pact, okay? So, yeah, that's what's going on. That's what the report is about here. Okay, I didn't find anything to collaborate or corroborate. Wow, these words I'm not using much. Corroborate. I didn't find any evidence to corroborate the mainstream media lying reports saying that this was this November 11th, 2017. Independence Day celebration march was anything other than patriotic, peaceful Polish citizens or Polish-loving people who are in the streets celebrating their Independence Day, the 99th year of their independence. Next year will be the 100th year anniversary, and I will be there in Warsaw as I mean, as best as I can promise you, I'm going to be there. I want to be there. So I'm going to do everything I can to be there next year because I want to be part of it. It's going to be a historic event, the 100th year anniversary of Polish independence. So somebody says I don't give a S about the USA. It must be a Polish person, I guess. But independence from who? Okay, so Poland was partitioned. Poland was partitioned, you know, for over 123 years. The last time it was the second partition. So basically, it was Russian, Austria-Hungary, Russian and German had basically taken over what is, well, what was Poland at the time. Okay, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth was taken over by the Russians, Austria-Hungarian Empire, and the Germans. And they were under this control. They weren't a country anymore. They were off the map for 123 years. And then in 1918, at the end of World War I, they got their independence. Okay, and that's what we're celebrating today, November the 11th. The Independence Day of Poland is November the 11th. Okay, so I guess that's about it. That's really all I want to say. A lot of comments in the chats. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. And I want to say, Kocham Polska, jestem już Polakiem, and whatever you do, always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain. And now we can squeeze on out. I should have had the shot ready. I'm sorry. I'm doing this all by myself, man. Thanks everybody for watching. Once again, remember to make it happen for the captain, because you are the captain. Boom.
Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. Fake news said he had a 98% chance of losing. The Russian collusion turned out to be a delusion. 1 year in, and President Trump has already accomplished more than any other president. So sing with me. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's look at some of President Trump's accomplishments. How about ending useless regulations? How about bringing back jobs? How about making NATO pay up? Negotiating better trade deals? How about tax cuts and securing the border? It's just the beginning, folks, so let's sing it. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Liberals have cognitive dissonance and Trump derangement syndrome. They need to wake up and get red-pilled soon. President Trump is putting America first as he promised and making America great again. Trump 2020 is what's up, because we need 8 years to MAGA. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America great again. I'm not tired of winning, my friends. Let's make America